Okay, let me talk to you about a particular thought experiment. Right now, this thought experiment leads to many things. It's a very simple idea though, but it leads to many things, and you can use it however you want to use it. Like you can relate it to your daily life, and you can think of it in different way, and then link it with your daily procedures in many ways, and then you can think like, okay, like you can think by yourself. You can do things with this thought experiment if you relate it with it. uh, the thought experiment is just a game, right? Now the thing is, let's say you're playing a particular game of coin toss, right? Now if you're playing that game, either it can come head or tail, right? So now let's say if it is head, then you're going to play a particular game. If it is tail, then you're going to play another particular game, right? So if it's a head, then let's say you're going to play a ludo. If it's a tail, then you're going to play something like a card game or something, right? So let's say if it is head, then if you're playing ludo, obviously you're going to lose or you're going to win in that particular game. Now if you had like tails, then you are going to play cards. Obviously there also you have the probability that you might win or you might lose, but the experience is different in either of the games, right? So either you're going to have the experience with a bunch of people, like maybe four people, you're going to get, like including you're going to get a certain kind of laughter, certain kind of conversation, certain kind of experiences, a certain kind of emotions, certain time will be spent, right? And some certain conversation will come up, right? When you are playing particularly ludo, right? And this experience includes like people eating your things in your board, right? And you eating other people things in your board, all these things, like, so this is how it goes, right? And also in card game, there can be different experiences and conversation and all those things waiting for you, right? So it depends on what you are getting at the first place, whether you're getting like head or tail. Now think of it in a different way. Now if like instead of the first game being head or tail game, like the coin toss, if it is a dice roll, then you have six games are waiting for you, six different groups are waiting for you, and six different experiences are waiting for you, right? So depending on what you are choosing, right, like what is the first thing that you are choosing, the situation changes, and like there are many probable situations which comes about, right? So this is like thing of variability, right? And like more variables there are, more probability there are, more chances there are, and more things can happen, right? So now one problem is that in daily life we always try to go for certainty, and we are trying to go for certain things which we know, right? And which we can control. So we are like using a particular kind of capping, right, on ourselves. So obviously now if you are having capping, so you don't have that all the other things, you don't have all the other things to happen, right? So you have limited yourself, and now only certain things can happen, and you know how those things are going to play out. Only if you know how those things actually plays out, only then you choose that. So you are trying to make sure all those things to be certain, like you're trying to make sure that, okay, if all those things happens to other people, so this might happen to me as well. So but you never considered that all those other people are different than you, so experiences might be different than you, but certain things you know for sure that, okay, these are the things which is going to happen to me as well as other people. Yes, that might be true, but there are other things at play because you're different than other people. So other things, like things can go wrong, right? So like just by limiting yourself, just by putting a lead on to your thing, then what you're doing is you have put that capping on yourself. So you will be playing around, and all those good things or bad things would be in that particular limit, and everything is going to happen. So whatever good things you have chosen already, that happens or that doesn't happen, but if something good happens, that you already know, right, that those are the things which is going to happen because you chose those good things only, right? You didn't choose, like you didn't say that, okay, like I'm up for other good things to happen to me as well, but you are very particular about certain good things, right? Now good things has limitations, right? So it cannot go beyond, but you never thought about the other bad things that can happen, right? You chose the good things. Now, like in within that capping, there can be many bad things which can also happen, so you never thought about it, right? And then you're stuck. Now one thing about business is many people say that, okay, like you need to do business to get rich and all those things, right? So we have heard that, but thing is, and sometimes people say, no, no, if you do the business, then you don't know what is the struggle in the business, and then you don't know like what is the hurdle that you have to face, and people don't talk about it. Obviously, one of the problem is this capping, right? So you need to understand about this capping. Let's say you are doing a business, and whatever product you are selling, that has a MRP value of it, right? So the maximum, like the selling cost of that thing is the MRP. That is what it is. That is the maximum retail price, right? So your profit is limited, right? And whatever profit, the maximum profit you can make, and in that profit also there are shares that you have to distribute, right, to different distributors, right? So whatever you are gaining, you have to pay other people with from that particular profit only, right? So that is why many people, they first they get all the inspiration and everything regarding business, but later on they see, okay, we never thought of it, right? Because we thought I thought like I'm gonna make like infinite amount of money, but I never thought that, okay, that this money thing is limited by this process. Yes, money thing is limited by this process. So there only comes a particular thing, particular terms of business, which is called the face value and market value, right? So let's say if you understand this market value thing, then you will understand that the very moment you are doing something, you are creating a product and you are putting it out there the market, and you want the market to decide, like, and there is this like liberty, right, where you can depend on that liberty. Okay, like whatever market decides, that is the value. So it can go drastically bad, obviously, but if it goes good, right, so what are you going to lose? Right, you're going to lose like the hard, like hardship that you have put in, right? That's all you're going to lose, right? But think about what are you going to gain, right? You're going to gain, like there's no limit to like what you're going to gain. It's just like there's billions of people can have like billions of like experiences, different experience with your particular product, right? Some people might like it, some people might not like it, some people might like it in different way than others. Like they can do many things, and they can influence other people. So you are just you know putting it out there, so you are not putting any lid on top of it, so it can go wherever it wants to, right? So you need to understand, when you are making a business, trying to make a business, so this is what you need to do, that you shouldn't be putting a lid on top of it. And in everything, every aspect, you need to understand, if you just let it be, right, then there is so many things that can happen. But if you're limiting yourself, that I want this, so you are choosing particular these things, so you're putting a lid on top of it, and then only certain things can happen, other things cannot happen. Only the other things might be actually bad for you, and which you never considered, right? So think of it like it's a good thought experiment, and you can play it in your mind in different ways and relate it to yourself in different ways, and think how it works out for you. Like